Maxwell David, brand author of LLR, MPC, CCC, Humanity Foster Tools, R and LifeQuest CRP template and configuration. And you're welcome to my brand author's CV presentation. I want to show you what I have achieved on the brand, and that is what this brand presentation is all about. So we have the LLR, and the LLR simply stands in for life, lifestyles, and reality. You may realize that as you face reality, your lifestyle change and your life change. When your life change, your lifestyle change and reality change. We have discovered is part of the formula parts for life. And of course, we equally realize that this life, lifestyles, and reality change in your MPC, that is the change in your mind, person, and community. You can have just the LLR in your mind. You can have just this LLR in your person or just this in your community. But like we say, if your community change, your person will change and your mind will change. Of course, it change as the realities, lifestyles, and life around you change. And we say they are all part of the formula part for life. Of course, we have the CC, that is calibrated change. All of this LLR, MPC may be a calibrated change, and I will show you what we mean. That it may be a deficiency change, it may be a self-sufficiency change, it may be a change this way, and it may be a change that way that we have achieved on the brand. And of course, we have equally achieved what we mean, the demarcation. People are not sure if this is on its own or this is on its own. On the brand now, you can actually separate what you mean by spiritual, social, tribal, and natural. What is known as maturity. Now that is what you is known as calibrated change. Of course, we go on, and the RN simply stand for research name. We are looking at there are several LifeQuest CRB template and configurations. So each of them is a research name. I have several of them, and I am going to show you. But for a start, the LifeQuest itself simply means all of this. Every mind, every person, every community is on with life orientation, life coaching, life modeling, and life foster services. And we have uh, a template and configuration for that. So we have this template that you can actually use for what? For the acquisition or possession of what? Of life orientation, life coaching, life modeling, and life foster services. We have been able to achieve this templates. There are several of them, but this is just one of it. And then we're talking about configuration. Of course, configuration is when you pick this template and you merely put a word there, and a word, a man, is a word view. For you to have a word view, you must have maturity, you must have destiny, main personality type, destiny manifestation, and self-esteem. That must be there, and I will be teaching you how to do this configuration. You don't just put a man there. When you put a man, you must be able to come up with this definition. Of course, you can put a woman there, and all of this configuration will be saying something about that woman, a child. All of this will be saying a lot about that child. This particular version is called the model investigation part. It's not a complete investigation part. I have the complete investigation part right here for you. Well, this is just a template. There's no configuration. If I have to configure it, I have to put a name here. And what that means is that the identity of the man or woman or child that I have inputted here will have to reflect in all of this future, So that is what I have achieved as a brand author. I have several of templates like this, but my aim is introducing LLR, MPC, CCC, Humanity Foster Tool, Social Contract. We are interested in this of here. We're interested in life orientation, life coaching, life modeling, and life foster services. This is way of achieving this. We want to provide or community participatory certificate training, CPC training. I want to see how I can invite people to come and acquire orientation, life coaching, life modeling, life foster services using all of the future, charting a path. That is really what this social contract is all about. I mean, that is really what this is all about, and we will be offering certificate for that. We'll be offering certificate for that. So my objective, if you ask me, what is all this Maxwell David looking for? My objective is to see how I can introduce the brand as foster tools, for acquiring life quests, and then of course to recommend the brand for additional life orientation to this education and capacity building. It will really assist our educational career pursue this template and configuration for life coaching therapy sections. If you as a client, you as a professional in life coaching have this certificate training, you will be able to communicate so easily and so fast. You'll be able to pinpoint things without really errors. So we are equally having we're recommending this for life model. We want to see how the student will know he's a student, will understand he's a student. We appreciate he's a student and we enjoy he's a student, and so is the teacher, and so will the follower, so will the leader. Using the template and configurations you can find on the brand. Of course, we have foster service. Foster service simply say, can you produce yourself as a preacher in your audience? Can you produce yourself as a teacher in your student? Can you do that? Can you be called upon to provide some foster services? That is really what it is, and the template can help you to do that. Facilitating its use through brand campaign. We have come up with Youthful Quest relationship platform. We want to see how we can bring some youth together, give them a training in life quest or youthful quest relationships. We tell them, we give them, show them what relationship can do on this template. We come right here. If you look at the template, you will find all of this. These are relationship positions, and we're going to show them what maturity position, maturity situation, maturity condition, maturity therapy does to their relationship. We will show them the whole of what you find here and several others down here. That this really what we're going to do in our training. And once we are done with this training, we will occasionally invite a resource person. We will occasionally invite a resource person who will pick topics like sex, dating, parental control, classroom interactions and the likes. These are youthful quest, our relationship. And then of course we're going to organize 1 week. Yeah, like I said, we're going to organize a monthly interaction. We'll bring a resource person on topic. He will talk to our youth about issues that are clouding their relationship was you want a girl, you want to interact with a girl, but you don't know uh, the implication of that relationship on your future life partner. So we want to see how we can do all of that training, and of course we have what is known as African Book Project. The idea here is simply to bring a book with the author and have all community members, let's say a school of fathering, a church, read this book and interact with this author, and then we're going to ask them real questions using our templates and configurations. We're going to ask them real questions and see how we can make serious adjustment that will affect our growth, our development and transformation, our mastery, and experience in uh, that community. So that is really what uh, the brand can do for you. Maxwell, like I said, the brand author, and this is what I have authored. So you're really welcome to my brand author CV presentation. I hope you will chat me up or you fill the relevant form, and then we will pick it up from there.